You're asking about Caitlin a lot. You bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that.
So hard, like the WNBA fumbled Caitlin Clark. It sucks that so much of it was riddled with so much drama and
pride ourselves on having a super welcoming,
don't get stoned,
calm, low stakes environment.
Boston will hoist.
She hit it!
Where communication is highly valued.
Well, it's getting chippy.
Collaboration is always encouraged.
Oh, what a pick!
We are devoted to working extra hard. We've been delivering astounding results since 1997.
Back to back.
Because this is a place where basketball matters.
Beautiful pass and a good catch and finish. Big time!
And if you love
Enrique!
real
Thomas with the spin.
basketball,
Unforgettable finish!
welcome to the W.
So long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama.
Heard nothing from the WNBA, absolutely nothing.
Brittany Griner elbowing Caitlin Clark in a
Television ratings, high attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it. The WNBA players not being appreciated, nobody insulted them. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years, a lot of people didn't care. Fair or not?
Caitlin Clark's rookie season has already rewritten record books, but now a rumored $15 million outside offer has ignited a new fight over what women's basketball is worth. Reports of a blockbuster deal beyond the WNBA have rocketed through social media and sports talk shows, with fans, executives, and sponsors scrambling. What began as whispers about one star's market power is now a test of how far the league will go to keep its most valuable draw, and whether a single player can bend the economics of an entire sport. TV numbers add urgency to the rumor. Clark's first WNBA game drew 2.1 million ESPN viewers, almost 6 times the league's usual 379,000, and that surge hasn't faded. Fever home crowds climbed from 6,000 to 10,000 plus per night, with resale tickets jumping from $30 to $130 plus, sometimes topping $300. Fanatics confirmed her jersey became the fastest selling in league history, and league pass signups rose 30% in her debut month. Those metrics explain why an outside group, reportedly offering $15 million in guaranteed marketing and appearance revenue, sees leverage and why the WNBA is on alert. Network schedulers and sponsors are already mapping contingencies, knowing that even a hint of Clark limiting appearances could trim hundreds of thousands from primetime audiences and unsettle broadcast rights talks. The timing of this potential deal is critical. Indiana is battling for playoff seeding, and Clark's 18 points and 7 assists per game with 27% usage drives sellouts and million-viewer national broadcasts. With the WNBA negotiating a new media rights deal and planning expansion, executives count on Clark to anchor growth. A credible outside proposal challenges that foundation. If she reduced league-controlled appearances, national TV audiences could drop 30 to 40%, resale prices could cool, and the Fever's attendance surge could soften. Inside the players' union, veterans see something bigger. Clark is proving a rookie can wield NBA-style leverage, reshaping how the next collective bargaining agreement will handle supermax salaries, marketing rights, and power between stars and the league. No WNBA moment compares. When Diana Taurasi skipped a season for a lucrative Russian contract, she was an established MVP, not a rookie rewriting ratings. Liz Cambage's 2022 exit never moved TV numbers or merchandise like Clark's debut, which tripled average viewership and forced multiple restocks. Even NBA stars like LeBron James and Kevin Durant used leverage only after years of All-NBA dominance. NIL-era college standouts such as Sheeter Sanders and Livy Dunn have built multi-million-dollar brands. but none anchored a pro franchise's ticket sales and broadcast growth in real time. Clark's mix of rookie status, commercial reach, and the reported $15 million proposal creates leverage the WNBA has never faced. The business footprint reinforces why. Fanatics reports her jersey leads WNBA sales, moving at NBA-level speed and forcing restocks. Nike accelerated plans for a signature shoe. Fever game nights lift arena concessions and merchandise revenue 25% year over year. ESPN and CBS games with Clark average 1.5 to 2 million viewers, while similar matchups without her struggle to reach 400,000. League Pass subscriptions rose 35%, and YouTube highlights triple typical clicks. Sponsors like Gatorade and State Farm tied ad campaigns to her availability. Even partial limits on league appearances would force immediate recalculation of media rights value and sponsor deliverables, showing how tightly the WNBA's growth story hinges on a single rookie. A credible $15 million offer also forces structural questions. If Clark ever limits her WNBA schedule or builds independent revenue streams, top-drawing franchises could see ticket sales and TV exposure fall sharply, reshaping playoff races and budgets. Broadcasters already model scenarios where primetime games without her pull 30 to 40% lower audiences, threatening projected rights fees. Agents and union leaders are watching. Clark's leverage strengthens calls for supermax raises, revenue sharing, and freer endorsement rules in the next CBA. Rising stars like Angel Reese and Cameron Brink could follow her path. For Clark, the upside is clear. She can expand into streaming, media ventures, or hybrid deals that mix WNBA play with independent appearances. Whether she accepts or simply uses the proposal for leverage, the league can no longer assume its brightest stars will stay locked into traditional pay scales. Caitlin Clark's rumored $15 million outside deal is more than a headline. It's a stress test for the WNBA's entire model. In one rookie season, she's pushed Fever home crowds past 10,000 a night, driven national telecasts into million-plus viewership, and turned her jersey into a runaway bestseller. Now, she sits at the center of a market tug-of-war that could redefine how women's basketball compensates and retains its biggest draws. For league executives, the stakes are immediate. Media rights talks and expansion plans depend on proving that top talent will stay engaged. If a first-year star can draw global sponsors and shape TV lineups without a long-term league contract, every future negotiation with players like Reese or Brink begins on new terms. For fans and analysts, the question is broader. Is this the dawn of a player-powered pay revolution, or just the start of constant high-stakes standoffs? Either way, the $15 million shockwave around Caitlin Clark has already shown that the economics and power dynamics of women's basketball will never look the same again. Hinges on a single rookie.